Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Making Thorpe Park in Planet Coaster. How are you all doing? So today we are on episode 10. Obviously last episode we completely finished the Swarm, and episode 9.1 I guess you could call it. I showcased the Swarm with a point of view and some nice cinematics of it kind of as well. So make sure you go out and check the rest of that. So yeah, today we are on Depth Charge, which I don't know much about, to be fair. It's not a roller coaster, so I don't really care. I've been on it twice out of the many times I've been to the park, so it's not very fun. And it seems to get good queues. I don't really know why it's not that fun, but whatever. So yeah, today we're focusing around the depth charge area. That does include re-paneling the fences on containment, because I worked out how I can make these look nicer after doing the Swarm, because I've learned a lot from doing the Swarm, to be honest. So, yeah, that's where we're starting today. I do firstly want to apologise that it does get laggy, and I don't know why. I think it's because my game is starting to lag now with how detailed the Swarm is, so there's a lot to load in. So I probably will get rid of some trees between now and the next episode, just to reduce the amount of lag, because the game doesn't like trees. I can imagine it would be very against team trees, to be honest. But anyway. Yeah, so that's what we're doing this episode. It's a pretty good episode. I'm really happy with how it's come out. Depth charge looks a lot more realistic than I was expecting it to, which I'm surprised by. But it's nice, it's nice. So, yeah, today I have got an update for Thorpe Park. I wasn't expecting to be able to talk about Thorpe Park at all this episode, because I don't have a clue what I'm talking about. But here we are. Yesterday, Thorpe Park tweeted, along with every single Merlin park, including Merlin. Since we were unable to start our season on the 27th of March, we've been working tirelessly to make sure that when it is safe to go to reopen, we are absolutely ready to welcome you back. As part of Merlin Entertainments, we've been taking advice from colleagues across the globe on how best to reopen in line with the new safety guidelines. From enhanced cleaning regimes to social distancing measures, we'll be doing everything we can to make sure that you have a brilliant, safe visit. We'll be sharing our full plans on reopening soon. For now, we are asking guests with tickets of short breaks between the 1st of June up to and including the 3rd of July to visit our website for more information on how to move your booking free of charge. This year isn't what any of us could have expected, but we want you to know that we'll be there for you, your friends and your family, offering another worldly thrills and helping you create fantastic memories, as we have done for decades and will continue to do for many more. We'll be sharing our full plans soon. In the meantime, keep clapping, singing and supporting each other where we can. So, that looks like Thorpe Park could be reopening this year, which, as I said in episode 9, I wasn't expecting. I kind of thought they're not going to reopen, there's not much point. But, from what I can gather from that, if they're sharing their full plans to reopen, yeah, they could be sharing their full plans for what they're doing next year, but I feel like it's a possibility that they could be reopening this year, which would be great. Obviously, many theme parks across the globe are starting to reopen now. Obviously, Shanghai Disneyland was the first park to reopen, and then we've got many other parks like Europa Park and things like that reopening. Willoughby Holland, I believe, I could be wrong, but Willoughby Holland reopened 3 days ago, I think now. But you've got to think that when they reopen, they can't just say, oh, we're reopening on the 4th of July, and everything is just ready. Like, yeah, they'd have maintenance teams which would have been testing the rides constantly, because, well, they should be open. So they've got to be testing the rides and running them, making sure that they're running, because they are mechanics, and if you don't run them, they'll just stop working. So there will be people at the park who will be running the rides all day. Maybe not all day, but they'll be running the rides every day, I would have thought. So yeah, I would have thought it will be ready soon. They're not going to be allowed to reopen before the 4th of July, because that's what the government has said in the UK, that the hospitality part of the UK won't be opening until the very earliest of the 4th. So I would guess here that they want to reopen for the 4th, and that's what they're going to do if they still can. Which is going to be great. They may have a max amount of people in the park. from doing a bit of research, it looks like Thorpe Park's capacity is 15,000 people. It's not obvious anywhere. I've looked on the Wikipedia, I've looked on their Facebook and all of that. I've got a few hints, like 2015 Fright Nights, they were saying they're at capacity, and there was a news article from 2015 saying that they hit the capacity of 15,000. Well, 50,000 people got into the park, and then they hit capacity. So I'd assume it's 15,000. So I don't think I've ever been there when it's that busy. So I'd have thought capacity is probably, well, I'd have thought they'd be limited to the capacity they can have in the park. So maybe 5,000 at most. I'd probably say between 2,000 and 5,000 people at the park at any given time. Obviously queues, they're going to have to do social distancing measures, which is 2 meters apart. I know it's different in some countries, but they're going to have to put chevrons in the queues, make sure people are staying 2 meters apart from each other in the queues. And what they're going to do for the rides, are they going to make it so every other row is filled up, so one row full, one row empty, one row full, one row empty? Who knows? And how are they going to check restraints for the employees, because the employees have to get very close to people in the on the rides. I know one park, I can't remember again, has got a metal bar which they're giving the employees, which you pull, and it's about 1.5 meters long, because in Germany, where that park is, social distancing is 1.5 meters. So, as I say, it does vary from country to country, but yeah, it's all a matter of keeping people safe and how it's going to work. I'd have thought they're going to make it so you have to pre-book your tickets, which would make perfect sense. Limiting the amount of people that can come in is probably guaranteed. I don't see that not happening, because, well, there's a lot of people that get into the park, and if 15,000 people get into the park, then they're going to struggle. So yeah, that's what I think. But we can't be 100% sure. That is just pure speculation. They may not even be opening this year. They may just be saying that they're still trying to figure out their plans. I don't have any idea whatsoever. So yeah. Let's talk about what we're doing in-game at the moment. So here we're making the slides, which was one of the most painful things I ever have done. The sides of the slides took forever. It took me about half an hour per side, and there's 2 sides, and obviously I could just copy-paste the rest over. But I couldn't copy-paste each side, because otherwise it just wouldn't look right because of different rotations and stuff like that. So yeah, I had to do each side separately and then just copy and paste it over after that. But it was good fun to make this. So yeah, next episode we're going to start heading towards the Stealth Plaza area. I haven't got a plan for it yet. I just know we're going to be heading towards the area. Don't expect me to start on Stealth itself probably until episode 13, maybe. Maybe even 14, because Angry Birds Land is really big, so we're just going to have to deal with that, unfortunately. But yeah, eventually I may have to start making parts in a separate world on Planet Coaster, and then just maybe blueprint it over to this world so it's all in there eventually. But this is just getting too laggy at the moment, and I can't keep recording like this. I'm only putting this episode up because, well, I can't just miss an episode. So I am really sorry about how laggy it is, but unfortunately it is just going to have to be like this. So yeah, this episode is another long-ish one, so I am going to leave towards the end and just put some Thorpe Park music in the background. And I am very sorry about the last episode. Apparently the increase in sound was extremely jarring, so I do appreciate that. I do apologise for that, sorry. I didn't realise it was that loud. I think I just forgotten to edit that bit of music to make it a bit quieter. So yeah, obviously we're adding in the pavement, because I am going to try and make the entire island operational, but I can't guarantee anything with that because it is difficult to do that. But I will see what I can do. Obviously the pavements don't do anything, they're just there for decoration. I have got paths under the pavements, so yeah. I think I'm now going to end my commentary here, guys, but obviously I will continue on the episode, so make sure you stick around for the rest of that. There's another 6-7 minutes left of the episode, so yeah, I'm going to leave you here, guys. Thank you all very much for watching this episode today. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Remember, we are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2020. It would mean a lot. Make sure you join the Discord, the link is below. And yeah, guys, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.